I'm back.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the KKRLA Week 2, Game 7, Season 3. It's the Dafts taking on the Kino Records, and if you're wondering why the Kino Records are purple with their main color, that's because the colors were way too close to be differentiated. So, no more confusion on that. The Dafts currently, let me look here. The Dafts currently are in the net ranking of number 11. Originally, they were number 10, and then the Kino records were originally number 16 and moved up to number 13 in the net rankings. So not much there. And ladies and gentlemen, welcome back, Alex. Say hello.
Hello.
He's back. All right. Well, do you got us our gamely Bible verse, or we not doing it today? Say what?
Okay.
You trying to find one?
Yeah, I found it. There we go.
All right. Let's hear it.
Proverbs 27, verse 17. As iron sharpens iron, so a friend sharpens a friend.
That's cool. All right. I actually like that one. That one sounds cool. But ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, let's go ahead and get into this game. I'm your host, Sokina.
And I'm your co-host, Alex.
Let's get this game started by pressing the spectate button. Both teams coming in here ready to play. They're in the bottom half. Both teams, if I look right here, one team is in quad 4 and one team is in quad 3. So either team... So either team is ready to come in and play, hopefully to have an upset here. Alex, anything to say about your recent disappearances?
Well, I've just been busy a lot with family and going places, but now that I have some time in my hands, I can finally be here doing the KKRLA.
Sabretooth almost with the shot. Salty almost with the shot. Goose tried to save it. Salty able to get the first goal for the Kino Records.
Did y'all hear that?
Yes, we heard. Spending time with family, going places, but now that you're finally back, you found time to do this. Let's go ahead and name off our players for the second tip. On the Dafts, it's Goose, Cougar, Mitty, and Jester.
And for the Kino Records, it's Salty, Sabretooth, Raha, and Sundown. I'll be back when it's done.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. Here goes Salty trying to get another shot. Jester will block it. And Alex, tell me when you want your 1 minute. Okay. Hello? Alex, did you disappear? Well, to my assumption, Alex disappeared again and won't be coming back for another 6 games.
I am back in this team.
Alright, just tell me when you want your 1 minute. I'll try to remind you that again. Kino Records really pushing the ball down there in the Daft side. Oh yeah, I also forgot to mention, this is for, I think, the first win of either team. Yes, it is. Cougar, trying to go for a shot. Cougar. Nice shot by Cougar.
Wow, that was a long shot.
19
there.
left on the clock.
That was a long shot there.
Very much so. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, with 3 minutes and 19 seconds left on the clock, here is the third tip.
Yeah.
Third tip. It's a third tip.
Okay.
You're just trying to hit the ball to get it over into the Kino Records side because the Dafts are trying to find the lead right now. That ball heading over mostly in the Daft side now. Trying to sit it off
Sabretooth.
was Cougar, but Sabretooth took that chance to get the charge and get it down there. You're going to just watch this here. Cougar tried to hit it. Sabretooth got it. Luckily, Sabretooth was able to get a piece of that, so we'll see that later. 2-minute 55, fourth tip, going over into the Keener Records side as the Dafts will try to find the tie once again. Goose keeping it up over in the Keener Records side. Salty hits it up in the air. Going for the next goal, almost in there. It's just barely, and they get it! Jester with the goal.
Then I think I want my 1 minute.
You want your 1 minute?
Hey.
Alright. Tied game 2-2, 2:42 left on the clock. And, well, it's the fifth tip. I'll be back at 1:42.
Well, both of these teams are doing their hardest to gain the lead, and for now it's a tie, but I say both of these teams are really putting in the effort as we see the Keener Records really pushing on the Daft. It's on the Daft side. Let's see what the Dafts can do here. Oh, maybe able to block that. Coming for the Keener Records side. He's trying to get a Jester. They were able to break the tie. And now it's 3-2 with 2 minutes and 5 seconds remaining. This is our fifth tip. Or no, sixth tip. Both these teams are putting great effort into this game. Really trying to make their team proud. Looks like Cougar is controlling the ball here. Sabretooth is coming in and blocking that. And it looks like it's a long shot, hits the post. Could have been a goal if it went more down. It's coming in. Raha blocking that. Eddie catching that. It's up in the air. Available to anyone. Right there for the Daft side.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, sorry I'm back. I had to take a quick bathroom break. I didn't realize how much time really was gone off the clock. It's 3-2, and now it's 3-3. I guess I was too soon to speak. Assist by Sabretooth, Raja with the goal. I don't know how to say it.
Well, it looks like both of these teams are really trying to gain the lead as they're going back and forth with scoring. They're going back and forth with the scoring.
1:18 left on the clock. Here it goes up the seventh tip. Keener Records able to hit it over on the Daft side as they try to find their lead once again. Last lead originally, I think, was 3-2.
Yeah. No.
The Dafts haven't had a lead.
1 minute remaining.
The Daft's last lead was 2-1, so I guess we're trying to find something here. Dafts able to get and take the lead with 53 seconds left on the clock.
Looks like
Assist by Mitty Cougar able to hit that in there for the Dafts.
Looks like Keener game. Not Keener game.
And ladies and gentlemen, here with 53 seconds left on the clock, here goes the 8th tip.
Looks like the Keener Records really have to do something about the score because they only have less than 50 seconds on the clock. Just really driving the ball. Salty coming in up in the air for anyone.
Dafts really trying to get it out of their side.
Salty taking a shot.
Nobody there to save it. As Salty gets the goal, assist by Raja, Raha, Rihi, I don't know what to say. But now with 31 seconds left on the clock, ladies and gentlemen, here we're going into the 9th tip. We're almost in double-digit tips. I don't think we'll have a double-digit tip, though. Who knows?
30 seconds
Daft's
remaining.
looking for their next lead. Nobody there to save it.
Uh-oh,
Unfortunate moves.
Jester.
We'll be going into the 10th tip.
This is not good for the Keener Records. They have to come up with some time to make one more goal to tie it. Or two, perhaps.
25 seconds left on the clock. 10th tip. Here we go. Keener Records trying to look for their first win against an old team, but also their first win in general. So not a lot of luck there. Goose trying to hit it in. Oh, that might have just been that might have just been the final nail in the coffin, ladies and gentlemen. That just might be the game. That might be the game. Midi, Goose able to hit it in there.
Wow.
15 seconds left. We're going into the 11th tip. Something you don't hear that often. But I bet you the Dafts will have some nice goals on their resume to push their rank just a tad bit up. But this is for the first win of any team. See the Dafts trying to make work of it.
And
oh
another
my gosh.
goal.
That's it. That's it. Keenan Records cannot come back from this.
Are you sure about that? You don't know what they can do in 2 seconds.
Yeah, I don't think you can get 3 goals in 2 seconds. I don't think that's just possible in Rocket League in the first place.
Yeah.
Who knows? Maybe like just 17 different pinches to try and win the game. I don't think that's going to happen. And the Dafts will pull off with the win. Jester is your MVP. A traitor, 1 own goal, and 3 goals as a prodigy. That is a hat trick right there. 3 goals is a hat trick. With 581 score, 3 goals, 0 assists, 1 save, and 4 shots, going 3 for 4, 75%, is Jester for the Dafts. That is your MVP. Well, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, let's go ahead and get into the after-game talk with your host, Sokina.
And your co-host, Alex.
Impressive game by both teams. Just continuous lead changes and ties. It happened a whole bunch of times, I could say. It was just back and forth until the Daft started to pull away at the end and were able to come out with their first win of the season and give the Keenan Records their 2 losses of the season. So let's go ahead and get into the talk. Daft offense. Honestly, they played pretty well, knowing what they had to do to come into this game to win if they want a shot at basically anything going into next week, where next week they'll have to face the 8-Bit Legends, but I'm not sure how the 8-Bit Legends are going to respond with their loss this week. But honestly, who knows? We don't know. But ladies and gentlemen, I have said some misinformation before. I originally said that if this team wins this game, they'll join 3 other teams that have a perfect record. There are not 3 teams that have a perfect record. There are 2 teams that have a perfect record. It is the Mouses and the Sokina Producers. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to see the Third Strikers later in a little bit take on, I forgot who they're playing against. The Crimson Knights? Am I wrong? Let me see.
Ooh,
no,
it's
the Third Strikers versus the SKNA Records.
Ooh, interesting.
So a lot of stuff going on there as the Third Strikers are ranked. They are ranked as a number 3, which is very fitting for the Third Strikers. Let's go ahead and get into the... Oh, wait, no. Alex, what's your thoughts on the Daft's offense?
Daft's offense really played incredibly. They were really correlated and scored a lot of goals. Even at the end, even though they had the lead, they kept going, and looks like they made it. I believe 5-3.
5-4?
Oh,
What happened?
Well, I was talking about the score.
Oh, well, a 5-3 never happened.
Oh, so what was the score?
It was 7-4.
Oh,
It's what I like to call a heat seeker score when you win a game with 7 goals.
yikes! Looks like the Daft really put up a fight, and they did not let anything get in their way as they fought against the
Keenan Records. But let's go ahead and get into the Daft's defense. Honestly, they played pretty well when it came into crunch time. They didn't let any goals slip up, or at least tried not to. There was a lot of goal changes. They really got it together after they saw how many goal changes were happening and how many lead changes, ties, and everything. So they just started to put the pedal to the metal and got locked in, and their last goal being at exactly 2 seconds. So, Alex, what are your thoughts on the Daft's defense?
Well, the Daft defense was incredible. They really blocked a lot of chances for the Kino Records, but they did overall amazingly against the Kino Records offense.
All right, well, let's get in. Speaking of the Keenan Records offense, let's get into that. The Keenan Records offense honestly played well, trying to come against a older team with more experience. Just really needed to get it and shift it in gear. They started to lose it near the end because I guess they just thought this was going to be like a tie game at one point going to overtime. They've never been into overtime actually. Back
Yeah,
in like
was this the first
the
game?
preseason challenge with the with the new teams. They were the worst team out of those new teams, speaking of, but they never went into overtime a single team playing against the Crimson Knights, the Crusaders, or the SKNA Records. So I guess that correlates out, but Alex, what are your thoughts on the Kino Records offense?
The Kino Records offense did incredible. They were really kind of like the Daft's offense. Oh wait, yeah, offense. They were but going back and forwards. Their offense was going back and forwards, and well, they did incredible, even though they lost.
All right, we'd love to hear it from you. Let's go ahead and get into the Kino Records defense. Honestly, they just let up near the end, letting the Daft score that many goals in that amount of time. So they really just had a huge letdown near the end, and that's going to be a bit of a hard thing to come back from going into the rest of the season. So, thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for watching. Alex, what do you want to say about the Kino Records defense before we get off of here?
Well, the Kino Records defense did incredible, but they kind of like let go at the end of at the end, almost nearly at the end of the game, and they let the Daft score that much goals.
All right, well, thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for watching. Make sure to catch me in a little bit, maybe potentially us in a little bit, where we're going to see the number 3, the Third Strikers, take on the net ranking 15 SKNA Records. So thank you all, ladies and gentlemen, for watching. And Alex, oh yeah, foreshadowing to next week. What's foreshadowing to next week, Alex? What's happening next week on this day? Do we know? It's the Kina Invitational. Yay! All right, well, thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for watching. And Alex.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Shucks, I didn't mean to do that.